We have spent the entire day in Gettysburg. It was pretty awesome. I will share some of the footage with you. We'll do that at the end here. We're now headed home. It's about 5 o'clock, and right on our route back towards the campground is a Finders Keepers.
Is it right here?
I think so. They close at 6, so we can't stay here very long. But we are going to take a minute to check out the Finders Keepers. In what area are we even in?
New Oxford.
We're going to run in here and check out the Finders Keepers in New Oxford. So I was just describing to Irf that the prices are based on when it was brought in. So like this little carved girl here, she initially was $7.95, but because now it's October 13th, she's $3.98. That's tempting. Ooh, I have pottery just like that. I have a vase just like that. I don't even know where to go. It's huge in here. It's ginormous. It's all cut up into consignment booths. Ooh, is this pottery? That's a signed Bill Campbell. Oh. So this is not a price that's going to go down. That's their firm price. This is something that's good to see. Bill Campbell's signature. You can kind of tell there's some L's there for Campbell. That's about it. That's beautiful. So yeah, this person has steady pricing. Looks like they come in themselves and
Slash them down.
Slash them down. Yep. He's neat. Look at that blue bull sleeping. Ooh, he's heavy. He's now $25. Yes, I still have the crappy nail polish on. I haven't been able to take it off yet. I know, there's a whole nother room. I've had these and I've sold these on eBay. They're very sexist. With the ages going up, the boobs go, you can see this one right here. They go saggy. Wow, look at this place. It's huge. Huge. I like that old piece there. The nails aren't quite right. If you look for primitive stuff, look for forged nails. They won't be so perfectly round. They'll be more squarish. Out here we have some more of the color tags. I like that. I like the color tags. Wish I had a cookie. Wow. Look at that window. That's fantastic. $250. That's beautiful. Can you play that? This? You ever seen one of these? It's a didgeridoo. That's a pretty ornate one and very big.
It is.
You have to control your breath and you have to do circle breathing.
I can do that.
It's like, so it constantly goes, it's like, whoa, 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 whoa. You ever hear it before?
I've heard of it. I can do it with my eyes closed.
Ah, you can. Ooh, I love the color of this in here. Blue Mountain, $9. That's a pretty one. Oh, look at this big Kokeshi. She doesn't look to be that old. She's so sweet. Look at her little face. $15. I like this too. $100. Looks like it actually is a carved piece. Yeah, it's signed. That's pretty. It's cracked right here. Christmas stuff. $20 old metal box. Yeah, I like old metal boxes. Look at that great face. That is not old. I see something I love right up here. Look at this cow. We got a book room. Movies too. The Unstoppable Ruth Bader Ginsburg. Right there. Here's some fun, just repro stuff in here. Just found some neat older graphics and made them into new pieces. So hard to find the old stuff now. And people are just getting creative and making new. 20 years from now, we'll be like, is this paper mache 100 years old or 20 years old? Oh my gosh, look at them. Oh, that is very new, but so cute. Let's see, Fitz and Floyd or just made in China. This looks like a made in China. That's neat. They did some little three-dimensional pieces on there. That's cool. Oh, we got some little mushroom houses up here. So it looks like some of these exterior booths are all just steady pricing. $8, 20% off. What? Looks like maybe Becky somebody made that in December of 1979. Wow. This booth says everything here is 20% off. Do they have anything we want? Ooh, I see some Longaberger baskets. $10, which would make it $8 with the little, that's a decent price. That's probably the same price there. The Longaberger baskets are gonna be more and more pricey the further we get away from that factory being closed. I see some interesting things back there, but I'm not gonna try and get to them. Trying to see if there's anything I absolutely need to see. Especially in a booth that's 20% off. It's a cute little picture right here. Takahashi. That's neat. The painting on that little vase there is neat. A lot of this is just, some people are pricing the figurines up, and the Hummels are going up again. I've noticed that, which is good for people who collected them and held on to them. Oh, that's kind of cool. Looks like a repro too. Yeah, that's not old. Just meant to look old. I haven't had anything jump out and bite me yet, though. This person really does a nice job in their booth. Very, very nice. Oh, these collectible shoes. I've sold a handful of those on eBay. They don't sell for much. This looks like all newer merchandise. Oh, that's one of those for testing your eyes. Down through like the center area are the prices that come down. What are those? Those are old. What?
Never grow up.
That is kind of our mantra. I wonder what these were for. I like old wood like that. Got some toys in here. Who's this? She's quite funny. Barbie mask. $5. That seems pretty good. Has anybody else seen anything that just jumped out and you said, Amy, why didn't you buy that? This is kind of neat. It's not that old. It's nice. I sell a lot of shelves and stuff like this, but this is really lightweight. So this is $4.21. It's a pretty good deal. I don't know why there's extra holes in it. Did I miss anything in the middle? It's mostly furniture. I think he's ready to go. I guess so. I was hoping to find something. I want to check out this back corner over here. I see more of the color tags and I see some pottery. What in the world is that? That's a little funnel. That's kind of cool. Oil lamp, they're saying. $9. That's pretty. This little plate back here. This is an interesting candle holder. Nothing that we need though. That looks familiar with the star. They're not calling it anything other than two-piece starware. They're like Star Wars. Some nice bigger pieces down there. Oh, look at the wonky elephant. He's neat. Looks like he's $8.46. All right, I think that's gonna do it for us. See some other longa burgers over here. And these ones, if you can find them with the lids and the inserts and all that, that's and like limited edition ones go for big money. But this is something that you should look out for when you're thrifting. We get a lot around my place because we had a factory right in Hartville. Okay. We came, we saw, we left empty-handed.
Everybody knows what they got in there as far as pricing. They know what they got.
Well, yeah, well, I was a little disappointed that there wasn't more old stuff. Like, I really wanted to see, ever since I got here, I want to see primitives and I want to see some like good old stuff. Maybe we're going to have to hit some antique places while we're here. Maybe we're going to have to seek out the old stuff. I don't know. We haven't really gone to too many places. I mean, we've been to 2 Goodwills and then that place as far as thrifting, right?
Something like that, yeah.
Yeah. So we're heading back home. This may or may not be a great video to share. Actually, it will be a great video to share because we will share the footage that we got from the Gettysburg area. We loved today. It's been a really long day. We did a lot of walking.
It's a good day.
A good learning experience. Just an overall good trip. So we'll share that right here. This was Irf's first time in Gettysburg and my first time back since I was a child, probably 9 or 10. I barely remember. We were excited to be here together and we decided to start our visit here in the visitor center, right in the National Military Park. They have an amazing facility with lots of history, including a huge oil painting called the cyclorama. I think I took some pictures that I will share here in a bit, but just a fascinating place. And the great thing about this area is there are a lot of expert guides that can take you to the different battlefields and can really give you a lay of the land. And we were so lucky because the tour bus that we booked, we got the most experienced tour guide. His name is Charlie, and he has been doing it for 38 years. It's incredible. So we're just driving in here to the visitor center. It's a beautiful day. Not a lot of color in the trees yet, but look at that blue sky. It's absolutely gorgeous. And the day was amazing. Some of the footage has some wind in it because we did have some pretty nice breezes happening, but hopefully you'll get to see and hear some of what Charlie had to say. And yeah, it was an incredible experience. I highly recommend anyone who can get there to try and go. It's just something that you gotta see.
So if you look over here as they're fighting, look at this, look how open the woods are here. Look how, there's that farm again. Look at that, it's right there. Look how open. Okay, look how open they are. And that's the way they would have been. They would have been open because the farmers take the trees for fence rails. See what we make the fences out? We make them out of wood. Okay, and so that's what we do. And we also use the wood to heat the house and cook with. So wood's burned in the trains, it's burned in the steamships, it's burned in your kitchen. Okay, that's your energy source right there. April '62, you know, you're from Ohio, New York, I don't care where you're from, you're in the Union Army. Then you're gonna win the war. You're gonna go home, they're gonna make a monument to you in the square. All the ladies are gonna want to marry you, you know, you're gonna be a congressman. Oh my God, I hope they don't do that to me. Okay, but anyway, so that's what they're thinking, And then you go off and promptly lose 5 major battles under 5 different commanders. Okay, why? Does the word Cleveland Browns mean anything to you? Okay, yeah. How many coaches in Cleveland? Since
How many different quarterbacks?
100 different quarterbacks, 103 different coaches.
Trust me, we're from
and look out, they're probably going to get new ones this year.
Yep.
Things aren't going well on the state.
No, not at all.
They're not going well. And it's not going well in the Union Army. Yep. So here he is, a Corps commander, and he's supposed to be between us and the Dome Memorial. Supposed to be between us and Dome Memorial. He doesn't like that ground, and you wouldn't either because it's low, marshy, you got trees in the way. Where do you put artillery? One of the things I should have told you about artillery, they put them where you can see. They don't put them where you can't see. And Sickles is where you can't see. So he's thinking maybe that's not where he should be. So without specific orders not to, he's going to move out to the barns. See those red barns? Look to the right of the red barns. You see that big white fence? To the right of that is his right flank. To the right of that white fence is his right flank. Where's his left flank? It's here in the rocks of Devil's Den, right down there where the cars are parked. That's 1.5 miles long, doesn't have men to occupy. And that's what Meade's telling them when he goes, oh, your line's too long, Johnny, you don't have enough men to occupy. Look out there, that second line of trees. See it over there? That second line of trees is the Confederate Army. And he can tell that the Confederate line is longer than the Union line. So he realizes Sickles' line isn't in the way, it's not long enough. Isn't this interesting? That's why I like history. Yeah, because Meade's out there chewing Sickles' ear about having lines too long. This guy looks and says, oh my God, it's not long enough. You see, and they're both right for different reasons. So he goes off and gets help.
Park and Museum and Visitor Center.
The cyclorama was painted by French artist Paul Philippidot, and this thing is immense. I don't know the specs of it, but it fills an entire round room. It's one large painting. It was restored a few years ago, and this is its final spot. It actually moved around for state fairs, which is insane to think about. Our next stop was the Gettysburg National Cemetery. We wanted to pay our respects now that we had the full story. Here's the memorial for the Gettysburg Address that Lincoln delivered near here. We wanted to see the monuments and the headstones of some of the historic figures we had just learned about. They just have numbers on them. They're just numbered graves.
Yeah.
That right there starts 926.
Yeah.
But they go in order that way.
Right. They just ran to put them in the ground.
Yeah. Well, they probably couldn't identify those soldiers. Buried them in sections. So I think one of these up here is Ohio. I think it was the third ring in. But here's New Jersey. So you can see each one of these is like 18 or 20 graves. And they ring out from there. Here's the Ohio marker. Over here. 131. 131. Yeah.
So it is buried just shallow graves.
Yeah. Well, no, these were actual graves. The shallow graves were in town or wherever they could bury them. They got moved here.
Oh.
All right. So we were right. These that are all just marked with numbers are the unknown. And then they must have had some sort of identifying mark on uniform or whatever to be buried in the state sections, right?
Mm-hmm.
Because they said, oh, this guy was from Ohio. He must have had an Ohio badge or something. But these ones were just completely unknown. And our tour guide on the bus said that there's six Confederate soldiers mistakenly buried in this cemetery. Our final stop was for ice cream at Mr. G's. The incredible thing about downtown Gettysburg is the battle came straight through here, and you can still see evidence like this brickwork just riddled with bullets. All right, so that's it for us. We will see you on the next one. Until then, please take care. Say goodbye, Irf.
Bye-bye.
Bye.